Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Personally, I'm still struggling with allergies, so if my voice sounds a little or whatever, I don't know what that noise I just made is, but if my voice sounds a little off, or I cough, or I sniff, or I whoever, whatever, it's because the allergies are killing me this fall, okay? It's awful. But with that being said, I wanted to come here today to react to another weekly vlog from Amberlynn Reid. She actually has been doing so good in terms of consistency when it comes to posting, to showing up, and I'm happy to give credit where credit is due. I think sometimes in this little corner of the internet, people think you either have to shit on everything she does or automatically love her and be an AM baby. I think that it's possible for us to not live in this binary and like see that she's doing some things well, and that also it's still a very low bar. She's barely meeting the threshold, which is interesting because she live streamed like 3 times last week. I think one of them was to make up for missing one the week prior. But in one of the live streams, I don't remember which, she said something along the lines of like, she's so proud of her vlogging because it's the most effort she feels like she's ever put into it, which I don't know, that could say a lot of things. It could say, one, all of your previous vlogs ever have been like really bad, and so you think that this is really great. And honestly, maybe that's all it says about it, is that like your content prior to this has never been that great. But also, like, these vlogs are not like masterfully edited, okay? It's not like we're talking about like a Van Gogh, a Picasso of editing or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give her props for being consistent. We are on our 4th weekly vlog. She's posted 2 what I eat in a days, and she even started doing this weigh-in Wednesday thing. I think for all intents and purposes, I probably for sure won't react to the weigh-in Wednesdays because I'm not interested in that part of her life or covering that part of her life. I guess I won't say I'm not interested in watching it, but I'm not interested in covering it because again, at this point, I've covered her for so long and like the weight stuff really hasn't changed, and I'm not a medical professional. I don't have anything interesting to say about that, and I don't think watching my reaction to it is going to be interesting either. The What I Eat in a Day, I went ahead and watched it this week already, and I will say, like, it wasn't that interesting. Nothing she ate was too crazy. We're just gonna react to the vlog today. Now, I've already spent 3 minutes talking, okay? I've spent 3 minutes talking, but I'm gonna put some timestamps in so you could go in and watch whatever you want to watch, because I also, before we get to the reaction, feel like I would not be a great Amberlynn Reid commentator if I didn't at least share what's going on with Becky and Becky's channel. Now, I have covered people's GoFundMes in the past. Some people loved how I covered it. Some people hated how I covered it. Honestly, I've been hesitant to even talk about Becky's GoFundMe because I don't know. I mean, in the past when I've talked about GoFundMes, I've honestly had like a different opinion. I think another thing that happens on the internet just in general, not even just in Amberlynn's corner of the internet, but just in general, is that we get into this idea that like people's minds can never change, people's thought processes can never change, and if they covered something or said something or did something one way in the past, that means that that's how they feel forever. And I think one thing that I've taken into account, especially over like the pandemic and things that have happened, is that I've participated in so many GoFundMes of people like I've never even met on the internet, but like somebody I do know shared their GoFundMe, and I'm like, I just want to help people. I think that that's like a decision. When you see a GoFundMe and you make a decision to donate, you are letting some level of your faith in that person. You're putting some level of faith in them that they're going to use the money in the way that they need to use the money to keep on going, keep on surviving. I've said a whole lot without really talking about what Becky did. So Becky started a GoFundMe. I think she posted it originally in September, and the post on Instagram at least was mostly just talking about, hey, I want to, my car is having issues and needs repaired, and I either need to pay to repair it or get a new car, contribute to my GoFundMe. I'll put those Instagram posts if you haven't seen them yet. They're somewhere over here. People at the time, she had recently just like was getting ready to move out, and at the time people were like, hey, we want to support you, we want to help you. Great. So I think Becky raised like $2,000 in the GoFundMe or something. Didn't hear a whole lot about it. I think at different points Becky might have given some updates on what was going on with the car and things like that. Of course, with any GoFundMe with a public figure on the internet, people started asking for details, asking for updates, wanted to know what was going on, and wanted to know about like where all the money that Amberlynn was allegedly paying Becky was going, and whoever, whatever. So I didn't really think much about it more than that, okay? I didn't think much more about it than that, but then Becky, of course, did post recently an update about the GoFundMe, or a response to people asking about the GoFundMe. Something. She posted this community post this weekend, and I'm just gonna give you this update, okay? I'll say this one more time and then I'm done. You can't get a car around here for $2,000, so there went that plan. Even if I could, then there's no money for gas, insurance, or money for me to eat to live. I have put in applications over the past month and haven't gotten anything, so when they say they're short-staffed because no one wants to work, that's BS. I live in the middle of nowhere and the town I'm from doesn't have public transportation. I made the GoFundMe under the impression I could just get a car. It was already closed and deleted when my nephew knew the O2 sensor needed replaced. Definitely, so that's what I did first. That wasn't all of the problems, though. I decided to wait until YouTube money came in and to order the rest of everything else to fix it. So no, all of that GoFundMe didn't go to my car. It couldn't. I didn't know I wouldn't be using the entire GoFundMe money for the car when I made the GoFundMe. Life happened. A bunch of other stuff happened. Stuff I don't have to talk about. I know the ones who are mad will stay mad. Whatever. I'm used to people getting mad on the internet over literally nothing. And the ones who understand my situation, thank you. It's a transitional period in my life. I still have content coming, I just haven't been around decent enough Wi-Fi for an upload over the weekend, but I'll try to get one up tonight or tomorrow. Art videos, gaming, and movie content coming. Live starting the first week of November. Let me know what you'd like to see in the lives. You guys miss Mad Libs or no? I don't know. From what I gather, I think most people are frustrated because Becky had originally said, like, I'm using this money for this very specific thing. I guess I can see where Becky's coming from, right? Like, if all of this other stuff is happening in Becky's life, like, you gotta use what's available to make it happen. I think really a large part of why people are also upset is that this is a post in a series of posts where Becky has come across as, like, a little bit entitled, a little bit annoyed, a little bit rude, passive-aggressive, all based off of like the goodwill of the people who are following her, have supported her, who have done whoever, whatever. So, I don't know. I think y'all can make what you want of it. I think, honestly, when you donate to somebody, I definitely understand why people would be frustrated if it wasn't used in the way you were intending to. But I'll also say what it seems like is Becky was still using that money to try and keep on keeping on. You know, I'm not trying to defend Becky. I definitely understand why people are frustrated. But I also feel like, you know, it's not one of those things. It's not like Becky is saying, hey, I went and spent all of that money on like booze, drugs, sex, whoever, whatever. It's like Becky's saying like, oh, I did initially need it for this, but then all of these other life issues came up, so I used this money to help me get by with that. Which I think if you think about it, it's like what Becky, like, you were donating money to try to help Becky in this transition period, which is probably why Becky should have just started off saying, hey, I'm in a transition period where I'm leaving this relationship. I don't have a lot going on money-wise to support me, and I need help with a variety of transitional items, which may include getting my car repaired or replacing my car, helping me pay my bills, whoever, whatever. Now, what I really think is maybe public figures should just not make GoFundMes. I don't know that in my personal experience online that I've seen a GoFundMe from a public figure ever go super well. It seems like, you're opening yourself up to being scrutinized, especially when people know how YouTube works, how YouTube money works, and how people get paid on YouTube. It just seems like a sketchy way to go about it. Like, it just seems like you're asking for trouble, and I think Becky probably would have just been better off to share that GoFundMe with people in her personal life. Outside of the GoFundMe, I also know that there have been rumblings of something maybe related to the GoFundMe happening in a Discord server related to Becky. I don't know, people have tried to message me about it, but from what I've seen on Becky's Instagram, Becky doesn't even have access to this Discord, so I don't know that I even care to really cover that, because it doesn't even seem like it's something that's within Becky's realm of control. So I know some people have reached out to me about that. That's what my thoughts are about that part. But otherwise, like, I don't know, you let me know your thoughts about what's going on with Becky down below. And we're gonna get into the Amberlynn reaction now. How about that? How about that? Okay, this week's vlog is called What's in My Fridge, which is interesting because people have been very speculative in the past about the things that have been in Amberlynn's fridge, because they're like, you don't drink coffee, but there's coffee creamer in there, because people are desperate to see that wifey is still there. So I'm curious what this will be about. It's only 10 minutes and 40 seconds long, so this should be a quickie, but let's get to.
Hey guys, welcome to weekly vlog number 4.
Huh? You can try again. Oh yeah.
Okay, my face is super red. I've kind of been on the go all morning, so
she always says that, and I'm like, I don't know that it looks any different than normal, but okay.
Look at this little baby.
Look at little Twinkie
Does anyone
store.
else take their dog outside in slippers?
I take mine out in my rainbow Crocs. Okay, come on. Oh, the Bath and Body Works. So many people are like, Zach, you obviously don't shop at Bath and Body Works because you have to get 6 soaps at a time, because that's the only way that, like, financially it makes sense. So my apologies. I don't shop at the Bath and Body Works. I couldn't tell you the last time I've even been in a Bath and Body Works, but thank you all so much for letting me know that actually Amberlynn getting 6 hand soaps was her being actually financially conscious, because otherwise, like, it costs like $1 bajillion, I guess, for hand soaps unless you buy 6 at a time. I don't know, but thank you all so much for letting me know that in the comments of the last vlog. Dance party commence. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Twinkie, Twinkies on the bed. Twinkies on the bed. Opening the blinds, opening the blinds, opening the blinds, opening the blinds. Ow, ow, wasabi, wasabi, ow, ow, what is that? Ow, 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 ow. Boop. Oh, come on, folding. Okay, come on, towels, come on, chores. We're doing the chores. Wow, wow. I'm just like, this is the content she's most proud of. She's so proud of all the hard work she's put into these vlogs. She's doing such groundbreaking vlogging here. I guess that's also my problem, though, is that, like, I think I left this out when I was talking about it earlier, but she was, like, saying that people aren't watching her stuff because she's being successful and being consistent and whoever, and people only watch her if a train wreck. Because somebody was saying, like, no, you're actually, like, really boring. That's why people aren't watching, because, like, your content isn't interesting. And I think for her, the only options are, like, doing the most mundane stuff or, like, being a train wreck, and that's the only way to do stuff on YouTube. And it's like, you could do interesting stuff that, like, probably many people would enjoy watching, but no, instead, like, let's watch her do her chores. Which, like, glad you're cleaning up, glad you're taking care of your space. Everybody needs to do that. I'm not saying that that's not, like, a part of your daily life. More power to you. I'm just saying I don't know why you can't see why people don't think that maybe this is boring content as opposed to, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, for her, it's just that people aren't watching her because she's not being a train wreck. It couldn't possibly be because she's just boring.
Okay, are you guys ready for a breakfast moment? I'm having avocado toast right here.
Oh, yeah,
we have one slice.
She had that in the what I eat for a day. Actually, I think this is the exact same. It looks almost exactly the same, down to the drenched in Cholula everything.
So this oat nut bread, obviously avocado, egg, some pepper, and Cholula.
Okay.
I want to take my first bite with you guys.
Oh, maybe not. Because maybe she just has this a lot.
Winner. I
Chicken
give
dinner.
A 20 out of 10. Hello. Welcome to a new day. Twinkie is not feeling well.
Oh no, Twinkie store!
So we're going to give her a little bit of food that'll help her feel better. We have a little bit of raw carrots. I'm going to cut these up small for her. I'm going to put all this in her little doggy bowl. First, we're going to start with the teeniest little bit of just plain rice. This is good for when your dogs don't feel good.
Okay.
So just a teeny.
I love veterinarian lead. We love veterinarian lead. Okay, so I will say, like, I feel like I've seen people say that these things are helpful. I'm curious what she means by, like, what exactly she means by Twinkie's not feeling well. I feel like this is her attempt to get some people, like, fired up about Twinkie's care again, because she knows that people are concerned about Twinkie's well-being, her pet's well-being. I didn't mean to push start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people are gonna be like, if Twinkie's not feeling well, why'd you take Twinkie to the vet? Which, like, I don't know. Maybe Twinkie just, like, threw up once or something, and so she's trying to, like, these kinds of things I think I've heard before help, like, soothe an upset stomach for a dog. So maybe that's what she's trying to do. I don't know.
A little bit of that is gonna go in there. We're gonna top it off.
I will say,
with some carrots, if we will.
For a small dog, this feels like a shit ton of food for a small dog. Because, like, at most, like, Poe, for instance, only eats, like, a quarter of a cup at meal times of his, like, kibble. So it does feel like maybe a lot of food, but also, I guess when you take into account some of that's carrots, and it's literally just, like, boiled chicken meat. I don't know. Again, you know who also is a veterinarian? Zachary Michael. You know, I'm not a dog expert by any means.
Now, Twinkie has food that'll help her feel better. Are you excited? Come on.
I will say Twinkie's looking kind of slim there.
Her hair got in the way there.
Slimmer than she's looked in the past, at least.
Wasabi's like, excuse me? Birdie's like, what?
Ooh, all the pets!
A piece of chicken for you. A piece of chicken for you.
All the pets are here.
Hey guys, I have something super exciting to show you. As you remember?
Oh!
This Lego set right here.
Thank God you're displaying it and it didn't just end up in the trash. Y'all, people sent me screenshots of how much that shit costs. It's like $230 or something like that. Like, Legos, I knew Legos were expensive. I just hadn't looked at the price of them in a while. That's nuts. That's bananas. I'm glad she's displaying that shit.
I have another one I want to show you guys. I think you're going to like it.
Another Lego set?
It's decor, so are you guys ready for this?
I'm not.
This one, in my opinion, is even better. All right.
A fucking Lego typewriter?
This is a Lego set that I built.
I'm gonna look that shit up right now. Lego typewriter set. Oh, here it is. It's right here. It's like the first thing that comes up. Wait, that's not the same typewriter. That's not the same typewriter. Y'all, look at me trying to figure this out right here. Lego typewriter set. Let's see. Oh! Okay, this is taking me to the Target.com app. But here on the Target.com, it says $200! $200! 200 doll hairs is how much that costs. Can you believe? You guys, it was so freaking fun. You wouldn't believe all the parts that are on the actual inside of this. Uh-huh. But look, oh my god, and look, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, watch this magic. Are you guys ready for it? I guess. Look!
It's literally moving, and then you get to go.
Wow. I mean, I think it's cool that a Lego set can work like a typewriter, but I just like, I don't know. It just still seems so weird to me that this is like a passion. A passion of Amberlynn's is like Legos. And like, I don't know. I do actually know people in my real life who are into Legos and stuff like that. But for them, it makes sense. For Amberlynn, I'm like, I feel like this is like a $200 puzzle for you, and you're just gonna toss it to the side like you did all of your things that you were trying to sell on Instagram, you know? So for me, I'm just like, this is still weird, but also, live your truth, girl. Live your truth.
This right here, amazing. So now I'm gonna show you guys where I have it.
Where?
Down here.
You're not really. How? That's not really showing me though. Okay, we're getting.
That guy there.
She's giving us the update.
And then you pan down. Bam.
Wow.
Look how cute.
Well, I will say, I appreciate she's using it for decor. I appreciate that she's not just tossing it in a bin. Appreciate that.
This picture is actually from a subscriber.
You already
sent it to me. I actually might put it on the wall.
You've shown us that already.
Do you guys remember Juicy Clorox wipe? I'm an idiot, and I cleaned my MacBook with a Clorox wipe.
Yeah.
It was the last Clorox wipe, so it was extra juicy. And
girl, I don't need to hear about your juicy Clorox wipe. I don't want to hear about it. Ooh, juicy. Yeah.
I just sort of broke my laptop. This was months ago. So you guys, I finally got a new one.
This is the expensive shit haul. That's what you should have titled this vlog. Here's my expensive shit haul. I mean, girl, you are a YouTuber, so it makes sense that you would need a computer to work on. But this is your expensive shit haul. That's what we're doing today. She got money.
The MacBook Air. Look, today is like such a good day. This literally wasn't supposed to be here until next month. So the universe is on my side. Look. Okay.
Love that for you.
Okay, weird. In real life, it is a beautiful rose gold. But on camera, it just looks regular gold, which is so odd. Oh, she's gorge.
Yeah, there's something weird with the coloring settings on your phone or something, because, yeah, that looks gold.
Oh my god! You guys, I'm gonna go set this up and, like, have the time of my life. Okay, you guys, so I'm super excited. I've been doing a little bit of, like...
I'm gonna have the time of my life setting up my new computer. I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you, my MacBook Air. Decor
changes in my apartment. I kind of just want something new, if you will.
Okay.
And if you guys remember, my apartment has mainly been like green, grays.
To be fair, we haven't seen a lot of this apartment up until just very recently, so I don't remember what your decor looked like. Actually, I think the most decor we ever seen from this whole apartment was Becky's room.
Whites, blacks, a little bit of silver moment. But I'm taking away the splashes of pink. So this is my living room wall. I will totally be keeping these because I absolutely love them.
Okay.
But over here, I'm finally taking these down and putting something new. I'm actually going to put these in the hallway because I don't want to get rid of them because I do love them. So on a countdown of 3,
also,
the wall is going to be different.
Who's helping her do all of this? I would kind of like to see her doing it because I'm just like, I mean, I don't want to be judgmental, but I just like don't imagine that that's easy to maneuver around and hang up and put down. And also, I don't even like to hang my own shit because I don't have an eye for keeping things straight. And not just because I'm gay, but just like, I literally can't hang things straight on the wall. So I would like to see who's helping her. 3, 2, 1. Bam. The color scheme just works perfectly with my... There's still a pop of pink in that, girl. I still see that pop of pink.
My living room. Look at that baby right there. This is just a package I have to send off to my mom. Some of Twinkie's toys. But there it is.
I mean, cute, I guess.
Literally
live your truth.
Obsessed with how good the green is looking. Okay, you guys, so I think it's that time.
What's in the fridge?
It's looking...
There's the coffee creamer. Coffee creamer alert.
Absolutely crazy. So we're gonna do a little...
She actually has
before and after
so
moment.
much.
1, 2, 3. Bam.
It's interesting that she'll show us her doing the most mundane shit, like changing the trash bag. But she titles this video, "What's in my fridge?" It won't actually go through and like show us her cleaning out the fridge. Like, you will show us the most mundane tasks of folding towels, but then what you actually title the vlog, "What's in my fridge?" you won't give us any details, unless you're about to do that. But I would have liked to see what you were throwing out.
You guys, look how amazing this
she got
is.
that Smirnoff
Let's just do a
Ice.
little fridge tour.
Oh,
so
okay.
We got the typical
fridge tour.
condiments happening here. Up here we do have some sparkling water, Fiji water. These are waters.
Look at
eggs,
this organization.
turkey bacon. These are just ground turkey. So then if you want a turkey burger, pretty easy to do. Some pork chops that are thawing. This salsa is so good. 10 out of 10 recommend. Watermelon, milk, apples.
Why did she move the apples to a different bin? They were on the right to begin with. Let's start speculating. Nancy Drews? Nancy Drews, pull out your magnifying glass. I don't even know where mine's at right now, but pull it out. I need y'all in the comments. Why? Why did the apples move bins? Tell me. Okay, editing Zach here, and I actually have a lot of questions. Mostly, one, the coffee creamer is still there, which, like, an argument could have been made that, like, maybe it was left over from wifey's visit, and she's just now getting around to throwing it away, but, like, now she's kept it, even after throwing a bunch of other stuff away. And then two, are we really supposed to believe that Amberlynn's the one out here making individual sized portions of ground turkey meat to eat later? I don't know. I'm sorry. I was coughing and a hacking during this part, which is why some parts of it feel awkwardly edited, because I edited out the coughs. So I think I just didn't notice shit when I was originally watching. But I got a lot of questions, y'all.
Some salads, onion. Very proud of this. The only thing I regret is not showing you guys a before of the freezer, because let me tell you, it was so bad.
Oh my god.
I wasn't even able to...
Always a little, I was like, what is she eating? What is she eating? Because that fridge, empty. But this makes a lot more sense now, because her freezer is stocked of frozen meals. Okay, I got you. I see where we're at now. This all makes more sense.
Open it without things falling. We have some Amy's Indian samosa wraps, recommend. Always have me a popsicle moment. We just have some meat. It's really just like chickens, ground turkeys, and pork chops.
Ground turkeys.
For lunch, as you guys know, I usually stick to just a simple TV dinner, so these are my two favorite brands. Amy's and Saffron Road. I also do still have... Saffron Road. I mean, I know what you're saying because I could read it, but saffron? Some veggie burgers and veggie patties. And when I like a sweet thing at night, I do the brand Yasso. We have vanilla chocolate crunch, some coffee poppables, and some mint poppables. I recommend all of these, but if I had to choose one, this is my favorite, the coffee poppables.
Listen, mood. You get that mint out of my chocolate. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I do not want that mint anywhere near my chocolate. Why would you do that? Why would you eat a Hershey bar and then go immediately brush your teeth at the same time? You wouldn't.
And these are Greek yogurt, so they're frozen Greek yogurt, and it's just so good. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Oh, y'all's Alexas just went off. I don't have one of those things, but y'all's Alexas just went off. I know it.
Why don't jack-o'-lanterns trust pumpkins? Because pumpkins are seedy.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
What letter do twins like the most?
W. Oh, I got it. Oh, God. Oh, this content. This is the content Amberlynn's most proud of. She's so proud of her vlogging right now.
Maybe.
Ooh, more music. We're back. We're back. She's been putting so much of the Twinkie walking stuff in. She's putting so much Twinkie walking in. Okay, more editing, Zach, here, but there's a shoe that happened at some point during this Twinkie walking part. And I, again, missed it because I was either coughing or just, like, in general, this was moving very quickly. But who's there? Who's your friend? Who's your friend that's just apparently always around, Amberlynn? Also, so sad, though, that she can't use the walking music anymore. R.I.P. if you missed that video. I'll leave it in a pinned comment down below. But the neon walking music is no more.
Today is a no makeup type of day. I need to let my face breathe.
Okay.
So I have had you guys request for me to do more grocery hauls. I Instacart a few times a week because that's just easier for me.
Okay.
So I wanted to show you.
Love that.
Today.
I need to make an Instacart order actually as we speak. My fridge is looking bare.
Just needed to restock on a few things. Got some watermelon, some garden spinach herb wraps.
Love that.
Romaine leaf lettuce. I love these salad kits. This one is sweet kale. It's with poppy seed dressing. It is so good. Got some sweet corn on the cob, some more turkey bacon,
okay,
and some more eggs because I have this for breakfast like almost every day. I got some chorizo sausage.
Love.
Some chicken thighs.
Great.
Last but not least, some sponges. Okay,
wonderful.
Guys, so I want to end my vlog.
Oh, come on, Rarity. Hi, Rarity.
Obsessed with me. So I want to try doing.
I'm not. Listen, do what you want with your pets, but I'm not a mouth kisser. And if they try to get by my mouth, no.
Comment of the day again. We'll see.
Comment of the day is coming back. Oh my God, I feel like we're in 2019.
How well it goes. So I have the comment chosen. Let's do it. The comment is from Chickeny Tater Tots.
Chickeny Tater
If I see her
Tots.
throw that Lego into a pile again, I'm gonna scream.
Same.
Nope. The Mario and the typewriter I am using as decor because I think they're super cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Well, damn. The comment of the day, that's interesting because I feel like comment of the day got her so worked up and she purposely included it just so that she could complain about shit at the end of videos every single time she posted one. So I'm curious to see. I feel like she's trying to ramp up some of the old shit she was doing. I mean, we saw her bring up Twinkie's health. We saw her do this comment of the day, but she's also trying to do, I feel like, a lot of things that people have requested, so I'll give her that. But again, the bar is so low, so, you know, she's clearing the bar. She's doing better than other people on Al Gore's internet, aka Old Miss Chantal right now, okay? So I will give her that. I will give her that. Anyways, I think that's all I have for today, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. If it happens to be your first time watching, then maybe consider subscribing. How about that? And make sure to click the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Also, make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!